The hospital rooftop was bleak and shadowed. Jinu's eyes were shut tight. He had left me. I jolted awake.
The sun was up. It had all been just a dream.
I stepped out into the living room.
Atmospheric phenomenon. Doomsday warning. Seriously? You two are actually watching this? Rumi, we should stock up on food for the apocalypse. Yeah, you're right. If it's the apocalypse, do we even have time to eat? Maybe? You're so silly. It's fake news.
I arrived at the research building very early. When I reached the elevator, I saw a yellow sign standing right in front of the doors.
Great. The apocalypse starts with cardio.
Inside, it was unusually quiet. Suddenly, the lights went out. My heart pounded wildly. Without thinking, I ran back toward the door. Outside, everything was normal. I had just started walking again when the elevator doors beside me opened.
You look terrible. I'm just so tired. Wait, wasn't this elevator under maintenance? Maintenance? What are you talking about? Rumi, are you okay? I must have seen it wrong. I haven't been sleeping much lately.
I left them behind and went straight into the research lab. I put on my lab coat.
If this works, it could save millions of people.
I had spent years researching this medicine, a treatment that could cure every disease. Lines of data ran across the screen. Suddenly, the lights in the room went out. Dark clouds started gathering overhead. My vision distorted. When I opened my eyes, I was standing on the floor of the hospital lobby. People were running in every direction. Screams ripped through the air. The alarm kept wailing. Outside the glass doors, fog had swallowed everything. The rows of trees in front of the hospital had lost all their leaves. A man outside breathed in the smoke. He froze, clutched his throat, then collapsed before anyone could pull him inside. I stepped back, my throat tightening.
Run! Hurry! Or we're all dead!
We ran toward the stairs.
Wait, the vial is still in the lab!
Are you insane? If you go back now, you won't make it!
You go ahead.
I opened the lab door, grabbed the vial, slipped it into the pocket of my coat, and ran back out. The smoke had already risen halfway up the building. The few people left were pushing upward, crying as they ran. Just as I reached the final steps, I lost my footing and fell. A hand reached out in front of me.
Rumi, are you all right? Thank God. You're alive.
I threw my arms around them.
Move! We don't have much time.
We charged up the final flight of stairs. The rooftop was chaos. The wind lashed at us, carrying the bitter smell of smoke.
Is there poison in the fog? Rumi, look over there! A rescue helicopter! Hurry, we have to signal them!
I raised the flare high, hoping to find some path to survival.
Flare spotted. Survivors confirmed. Preparing to land.
A rescue helicopter was descending, its blades tearing through the air. The survivors rushed toward it.
Only 6 seats left.
There were still 9 people on the rooftop. I looked at Mira. Mira looked at Zoe. None of us needed to say a word. We let the elderly go first. The helicopter took off. Black smoke rose to the edge of the rooftop.
What is happening? Is this really the end of the world? Is there really no way out for us?
Then, from the gray clouds, another helicopter came rushing in. It moved toward us. The door opened. Jinu was standing there. He stepped closer and pulled me into a tight embrace.
Rumi, I found you. I was so worried.
I didn't know whether I was laughing or crying. Maybe both.
Come on, hurry up. This romantic drama is getting way too cheesy.
Sorry. Everyone, follow me.
Once we got into the helicopter and were about to take off, the rooftop door behind us burst open. A mother ran out, holding a child by the hand.
Please take me with you. Please. My child. My child can't breathe.
Everyone went silent. I looked at the child. Their face had turned purple. Jinu looked at me. I understood that look before he even spoke.
Jinu, don't.
I'll wait for the next one.
Jinu smiled. He gently kissed my forehead. The helicopter door closed. The helicopter flew off. I slammed my hand against the glass.
Jinu, you have to come back to me.
He stood there in the smoke, growing smaller, fading farther away.
Jinu. Command ordered us to evacuate the city. There's no next flight. That was the last one. Why didn't you tell her?
If she knew the truth, she would never have agreed to leave.
After a long night spent caring for the injured, I returned to the hospital with the rescue team. When the black smoke cleared, the city no longer looked like a city. The trees were dried and twisted, the streets were covered in ash, the buildings stood still like giant tombstones. I remembered my dream. I knew exactly where I would find him. Jinu was lying in the same place as in my dream. I knelt beside him.
Jinu, you promised you would marry me.
I took out the vial.
Rumi, listen to me. This medicine isn't complete yet. If it enters his body, his brain may regenerate in a way that wipes out his old memories. He'll live, but he won't remember us. He won't remember you. You need to think this through.
I looked at Jinu. His face was so peaceful it hurt.
I know, but I would rather let him forget me than let him disappear from this world completely.
The laboratory lights glared into my eyes. I shot upright. The machines were still running. The city outside the window was still bright. In front of me, the vial was still lying in the tray. I rushed outside immediately. The hallway was clean. Employees walked by with cups of coffee. A doctor laughed with a colleague. The elevator opened, and a research team stepped out, complaining about their morning meeting. I returned to the lab and locked the door.
Okay, it was just a dream.
But the cold tray was empty. The vial had disappeared. Then the light outside the window darkened. I slowly turned my head. In the distance, at the foot of the glass towers, black smoke was rising again. It rolled through the streets like a memory just waking up. The moment it touched the trees, they withered. People on the sidewalk began to run. My phone vibrated. A message from Jinu.
Rumi, where are you?
I stared at those words, then at the smoke closing in. That was when I realized the most terrifying thing wasn't the end of the world. The most terrifying thing was that I had already lived through it once. I opened the lab door and ran straight into the hallway. The ceiling lights began going out behind me.
What was waiting for me ahead? Thank you.
An anonymous letter was delivered to Huntrix.
An invitation to explore the first hotel on the moon.
Wait a second, does that hotel only have room for 4 people?
In the days that followed, we started training in the gravity chamber, learning how to breathe in protective suits. On the day of departure, a woman suddenly grabbed my hand,
Hold on to this.
and by reflex, I clenched it. The closer it got to departure, the stronger my sense of unease became.
Let's go, Rumi.
Right before the ship was launched, I unfolded the paper. 55566.
It's probably just a prank.
I folded it back up. Then the spacecraft launched away from Earth.
Isn't Earth beautiful from up here?
When we landed, we were thrilled. The Moon Hotel was dazzling, magnificent.
Welcome to the Moon Hotel.
The guide robots kept reminding us.
Please do not leave the hotel without authorization.
We waited inside the hotel for a long time, but no one came.
Doesn't this place feel really weird?
Yeah, there's no one here besides us and those robots out there.
Let's go outside and take a look. Put on your protective gear.
I don't see anything.
Not far away, a massive base caught my attention.
Look over there! A secret base!
When we got to the door, I remembered the numbers on the slip of paper.
55566. Okay.
I tried entering them, and the door opened. Inside was a freezing, sterile laboratory. Long rows of cryo-sleep pods lined the space, and in each chamber a person slept deeply.
Gino! Gino! Look at this!
Screens displayed genetic profiles and health indices. Farther in, there were 4 empty pods, labeled with our names.
This isn't a tourist hotel. This is a genetic reserve warehouse. We're their targets.
Hurry! We have to gather evidence.
Zoe quickly copied the data. Mira memorized the layout and escape routes.
According to the map, it's near Sector 5.
Quick! We have to get back to the spacecraft.
The moment we rushed out, a heavy pounding echoed behind us. 3 large, aggressive robots chased after us. We sprinted up into the ship. A strong gust of wind hit me, knocking me to the ground. Gino charged back toward me.
Oh my god!
A small crack snapped inside my helmet. My visor shattered. Air spilled out. He hauled me into the ship and slammed the hatch shut.
Rumi, look at me.
He tore off his own helmet and pressed his mask to my face.
Listen, someone has to stay behind and separate the module so the ship can launch.
I know.
My mask is broken. Only 3 people can make it back.
Gino, don't do this!
Rumi, look up at the moon whenever you miss me.
The separation door slammed shut.
Gino, no! No!
The module shook violently. The ship shot away. I returned to Earth with the data in my hands. The authorities stepped in. An investigation began. My mission was over. Every day after that, I would stand still on the balcony for a long time, staring up at the moon.
Maybe somewhere out there, Gino was looking back at me too.
Hey, Hey, Rumi, wake up! You were talking in your sleep. Was it all just a dream? Mira, this is all my fault. If only I'd been more careful back then, the helmet wouldn't have cracked.
Mira froze, then reached out and touched my forehead.
Rumi, what are you talking about? Which helmet? The one that cracked in the ship's module when we were being chased. Rumi, it was all just a dream. That's impossible. What? Weren't you two there too? Everything has been completely normal. Go get some more rest.
That afternoon, Abby came rushing straight into my house.
Rumi! Jinu is missing!
Missing? Why are you only telling me now?
I came to look for you several times but couldn't find you.
If Jinu has gone missing, and it matches exactly what I saw in my dream, is it just a coincidence?
In the days that followed, we posted on forums and put up missing person notices everywhere.
Have you seen him?
I'm sorry, I haven't.
And all the while, a dreadful, hazy feeling lingered in my mind. That day, I saw a familiar figure from behind. I recognized him instantly, the mail carrier from my dream.
Wait! Do you remember me? Were you the one who delivered a letter to me before?
Yes, I delivered an invitation letter to you.
Oh, okay.
I returned home in a state of confusion. I tore through my room, yanked open every drawer, flipped through every stack of books. I turned on my computer and searched for anything about the Moon Hotel, but everything was gone. There was no trace left at all. Just when I was nearly at my breaking point, my eyes drifted toward the trash can in the living room.
Wait,
I crouched down to search through it, and a small scrap of paper, nearly burned to ashes, caught my attention.
Moon Hotel? No. It wasn't a dream.
That night, I pressed Mira and Zoe for answers.
How much longer are you planning to keep this from me? Since when do we keep secrets from each other? Then what is this scrap of paper? It's true, we did receive the letter, but we never went because during training you got injured, so the trip was canceled.
I said nothing. I simply turned and walked away. That night, I went to see a hypnotherapy specialist. I couldn't keep living in a world where part of the truth had been quietly cut away. I needed to know what, exactly, had been hidden inside my mind.
Please help me uncover the truth. I will do everything I can.
After the evaluation, the truth that surfaced was far crueler than I had imagined. After losing Jinu, I had completely fallen apart. I stayed in my room all day, and my health gradually deteriorated. Mira and Zoe, terrified for me, had turned to a hypnosis specialist to make my memories hazy, so that I would believe it had all been just a dream. Maybe they thought that would save me. But once I learned the truth, all it did was make my heart ache even more. I made my way home in the middle of the night. The wind was bitterly cold, but it was nothing compared to the chill inside me. I wasn't angry at Mira and Zoe anymore. I only knew one thing. Jinu had not vanished inside a dream. He was somewhere out there, very far away, farther than anyone could reach. After that, I went to find Abby.
Jinu is probably in a place very far away.
The next morning, when Mira and Zoe woke up, I was nowhere to be found.
Rumi, have you come back yet?
On the table, I had left behind a small note.
I have to find a way to bring him back.
But not long after that, I came back.
Mira! Zoe! I'm back! There's something important we need to deal with.
Jinu asked to meet me on an ordinary night. We talked for a while, and then he said,
Rumi, I want to change. The doctor said that if I kept neglecting my health, just one run of shows would wear me out really fast.
He looked straight at me and said,
I don't want to live like that anymore. I want to be healthier and better.
Okay, I understand. Then train, I support you.
From that day on, Jinu got serious in a way that was honestly scary. He set aside 2 hours every day to go to the gym, ate a balanced diet, and went to bed on time. I stopped by the gym sometimes and saw him training like he was laying brick after brick for a new body. No showing off, no noise, just consistency. A few months later, Jinu came back, and it was a real glow-up. His body was lean and solid, his shoulders broader, his eyes sharper, and his cold aura was even more obvious.
Look at him, he's just so handsome.
I had to see you.
Wow, you clean up really well.
I like it.
No.
But then a post blew up online. The photo of Jinu was so handsome it was almost irritating, with the caption, taking care of yourself. But can you take care of your family?
What? Oh. Did you see that? It's real.
Right after that, his past got dragged back up. The audience criticized him, and people turned their backs. I asked to meet him to encourage him.
Listen, your past isn't a death sentence. It's just something you've been through. And you're trying to get better, and that's the truth.
Who would know about that? And why would they pick that exact caption?
This is something only people close to you could know.
Abby? Lately, Abby's been strange.
He doesn't start conversations. When we run into each other, he just glances past me.
And if he does talk, every sentence is sharp and rude. Like, I'm annoying him just by breathing.
We need to look into this more. We can't conclude it's him just because of that.
Maybe you're right.
Then one day, Ginu was passing by the stairwell hallway when he froze after hearing Abby's voice.
Yeah, keep posting. He's slowly getting the audience to turn their backs.
So it really was you. Why would you do that? I don't like it. In the group, there should only be one guy with a six-pack. How did you train like that and make me lose the spotlight?
Ginu said,
I train for my health. The doctor said my body can get weak easily if I don't take care of myself properly. I'm not competing with you. I'll let you have it all.
Abby froze.
I thought you were trying to outdo me.
Outdo you for what? I just want to be healthy enough to perform. I'm sorry.
That night, Jinu's mom went live.
Ginu had tried so hard, endured so much, and my son is not the kind of person people are saying he is.
An anonymous account from Abby also posted a clarification. The post spread fast, like a hard stop to all the lies. The next morning, Ginu texted me to arrange a meeting.
Thank you.
A glow-up isn't just about looks. It's about not letting anyone write your story for you.
And this time, Ginu smiled.
Just a little, but enough for me to know. Everything had been resolved. But that wasn't the end of it. What happened next was even crazier. Yeah, I know, right?
Hi, I'm RUMI. I'm a member of the girl group Huntrix. And tonight, I want to tell you about a night I will never forget. The night I realized that real fear isn't about screaming, but about the silence that stretches endlessly before it. That night, our group had just wrapped up our final rehearsal in Los Angeles. Everyone had already gone home, but I stayed behind on the 4th floor of the agency building to polish a few dance moves. The white fluorescent lights reflected off the mirror, and the air was so still I could hear the faint hum of the ventilation fan. Around 11 p.m., the door creaked open. A man walked in, wearing a maintenance uniform, a baseball cap, and a mask.
Sorry, just here to check the electrical system for a bit.
He said. I nodded. Sure, go ahead. He crouched down and turned on a flashlight, scanning around the outlets. I kept practicing, but after a few minutes, something made me stop. The flashlight wasn't pointed at the wall anymore. It was pointed at the mirror, directly at my reflection. I turned around. He was standing several feet away, staring at me, completely still, unblinking. Is something wrong? I asked softly. He lowered his mask, revealing a stiff, uneasy smile, strangely familiar.
You've changed a lot. But I still recognized you right away.
I froze. Sorry, do we know each other? He nodded, voice low and even.
3 years ago, at your concert in San Francisco, you leaned down and handed a towel to a fan in the front row. That was me.
I gave a polite smile. Oh, I see. Well, thank you for coming that day.
I still have that towel. I wash it once a month. Don't worry, it still smells just like your perfume.
My smile vanished. I took a slow step back, my heart pounding. The lights flickered slightly, casting both of our shadows across the mirror. How did you even get in here? I tried to sound calm.
Easy. I've followed you long enough to know when the guards switch shifts, and which doors they forget to lock at night.
The air thickened. I could hear both of us breathing, shallow and uneven. I stepped back again until my spine hit the wall. There was a faint metallic smell. I looked down. The handle of a folding knife was sticking out of his pocket. What? Are you going to do? I whispered. He tilted his head, eyes wide, a twisted grin spreading across his face.
A voice that beautiful, an image that perfect. No one else should get to hear it or see it but me.
His tone cracked, trembling with mania.
Let's go to heaven together, Nay. Just the two of us. Come on, Rumi. I love you. I love you.
My breath caught in my throat. He pulled out the knife, the blade glinting under the light.
Don't be afraid. I'll make you eternal. No one will ever hear you sing again. Only me.
Please stop, I said, barely able to speak. He stepped closer, hand reaching out toward my face. And then, the door burst open. Light from the hallway flooded the room. Bobby, my manager, rushed in with 2 security guards. The man spun around, panic flashing in his eyes. Within seconds, they had him pinned down. The knife clattered to the floor, rolling to my feet. I collapsed, trembling uncontrollably. The police later confirmed he was a known stalker, someone who had disguised himself multiple times to approach female artists. On his phone, they found hundreds of photos of me, at airports, rehearsal rooms, even outside my apartment. It took me nearly 3 months before I could sing again. And now, whenever I stay late at the company, I always glance into the mirror before turning off the lights, just to make sure that the only reflection left is mine.
Thank you so much for being here. Love you so much.